So here I'm going to introduce you to a new function, one that you may not have encountered before. It's called a step function or a greatest integer function. Okay, so basically how this works is that the greatest integer function or integer x means that the largest integer to the left of x on the number line is going to be the output of the function. So if my input is, for example, 1.1, my output is going to be 1. Okay, so the y value is 1 here. If my input's 3.2, my output's going to be 3, right? It's going to be the greatest integer to the left. So for here, if I input negative 1.1, my greatest integer to the left is negative 2, so that my y value is negative 2. So that's how this greatest integer or step function works. So if I plug in 3.2, okay, I can just look at my graph. 3.2 is right here. My greatest integer is going to be 3. It's going to be along this line. Okay, so the greatest integer function of 3.2 is 3. For 2.9, it's going to be here. So this is going to be my greatest integer function. It's going to be at 2. The greatest integer function at 3, since it's defined as 3 at 3, it's going to be equal to 3. Okay. So what about limits? What about the greatest integer function, the limit as x approaches 3 from the negative side? Okay, so this one-sided limit from the negative side, as I approach 3 from the negative side, I'm really looking at that. Although when it gets to 3, it's going to jump up here. From the negative side, it looks like it's headed towards 2. Okay. From the positive side, it's slightly different, okay, because there's a discontinuity here. From the positive side, it looks like it's headed towards 3, and it's actually equal to 3. Okay, so from the positive side, we get is equal to 3. What if we try a two-sided limit here? As x goes to 5, well, from both sides it's going to be different, right? As x goes to 5, it's going to be different coming this way as it is coming this way. So this must be a does not exist situation. The limit from the left side does not equal the limit from the right side. At 6.6, well, if we take a look at 6.6, okay, there's going to be 6 to 6.99999, and we're going to jump to 7. Well, if I approach 6.6 in the middle of the line from left and right sides, it's going to still equal the value of 6. Okay, it's not going to jump to that next one, so the answer is going to be 6. Okay, so we can look at it from left side and right side. In the middle of that line, it's not going to make a difference, but where it's discontinuous, right at the integer values, there's a problem, so we get these DNE situations. So this is probably a new function. It's called a step function or greatest integer function. Okay. Some people also call this a floor function because it goes, you always go down to the lowest integer.